Hi, and thank you for visiting my channel. For more information, kindly subscribe and follow. Now let's get started.
Under Adam Pearce's control, tonight's episode of Raw will air at the Target Center in Minneapolis, Minnesota. WWE has already confirmed various segments for this show, and the company recently announced the arrival of Paul Heyman. Amid this, fans might see a massive change in the WrestleMania 41 card, as Pearce could be forced to add Rhea Ripley on Triple H's orders. Over the past few weeks, fans have witnessed Mommy's inclusion in the Women's World Title feud. Even during last week's show, Ripley clashed with Io Sky, while Bianca Belair served as the special guest referee, but she was unable to reclaim the championship. Nonetheless, the Eradicator stood tall in the ending moments of the show. This increases her chances of being added to the Io Sky vs Bianca Belair WrestleMania title match. In tonight's episode of The Red Brand, Rhea Ripley may confront the Raw general manager and reveal that she has Triple H's permission to be added to the Women's World Title match at Mania. The Game is the chief content officer and holds a superior position to Adam Pearce. This will compel the Raw GM to make it official and add Rhea into the Sky vs Belair title bout. Overall, it will be intriguing to see how things will unfold in tonight's episode of the show. Adam Pearce made some major announcements heading towards tonight's episode of WWE Raw. Adam Pearce posted a video on his official Instagram account, sharing some major updates for WWE Raw tonight. The general manager announced the arrival of Paul Heyman following the cliffhanger ending of the recent SmackDown. Additionally, he confirmed that Jey Uso will be part of the show and will break his silence on the actions of Gunther for assaulting Jimmy Uso. A major World Tag Team Championship match is also confirmed, with the War Raiders set to face off against the New Day in a title defense. Further, Adam Pearce has confirmed to handle the chaos surrounding the Women's World Championship. This hints that fans can expect some major developments in the storyline of Rhea Ripley, Io Sky, and Bianca Belair on Raw this week. Surely, Paul Heyman's segment will be one of the major highlights of the show. Meanwhile, it will be interesting to watch Jey Uso's reaction, as the ring general has warned the Yeet Master to back out from his Mania match. The road to WrestleMania 41 had been nothing short of explosive. Every week on Raw and SmackDown, twists and turns kept the WWE Universe buzzing with anticipation. Yet, with only 3 weeks left before the spectacle in Las Vegas, an unexpected backstage power struggle threatened to upend one of the most anticipated matches on the card. For weeks, the main event of WrestleMania 41 had been set in stone: Cody Rhodes vs Roman Reigns 2 for the undisputed WWE Universal Championship. The rematch of the century. Cody, the valiant hero chasing the completion of his father's dream, and Roman, the seemingly untouchable tribal chief, head of the Bloodline dynasty. The poster was everywhere. Commercials ran 24/7. Fans bought tickets with the expectation of witnessing Cody finally finish the story. But behind the curtain, tension simmered. It started during the chaotic ending of SmackDown the previous week. Solo Sikoa interfered in a contract signing between Cody and Roman, blindsiding Cody with a Samoan spike, only for Seth Rollins, the World Heavyweight Champion, to storm the ring for the save. The crowd erupted, but so did chaos. Seth's involvement, initially perceived as a heroic assist, quickly raised eyebrows. Why would the World Heavyweight Champion involve himself in another title's narrative? Backstage, Triple H had been watching closely. The following Monday on Raw, Triple H summoned Adam Pearce into his office. Pearce, the authority figure who had spent months meticulously crafting the WrestleMania card, arrived with his usual folder of notes, prepared for routine business. What he got instead was anything but. Hunter, seated behind his desk, leaned forward with a steely gaze. "We've got a problem, Adam." Pearce, caught off guard, adjusted his tie. "If it's about the arena logistics, I have my team." "No," Triple H cut him off. "It's bigger than that." He clicked the remote, replaying footage of SmackDown's chaotic ending. The freeze frame lingered on Seth Rollins, standing tall over Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa, hoisting his World Heavyweight Championship high into the air. The fans saw it. The locker room saw it. "And I saw it," Triple H said, his tone grim. The energy shifted the moment Seth got involved. The crowd doesn't just want Cody and Roman. They want more. They expect more. Pearce's face tightened. "With respect, sir, Cody vs Roman is the biggest rematch in WrestleMania history. We can't muddy it now." Triple H shook his head. "You're not listening, Adam. This isn't about muddying it. This is about making it undeniable. Seth's involvement changes everything. He's the World Heavyweight Champion, and whether we like it or not, the people see him as part of this fight." Pearce hesitated. "Are you saying what I think you're saying?" "I'm saying," Triple H replied firmly, "you're going to make it official. Tonight. Cody Rhodes vs. Roman Reigns vs. Seth Rollins. Triple threat. WrestleMania 41. Pearce's stomach churned. He knew what this meant. Months of build-up, months of singular focus on Cody's redemption arc, and now the story would shift dramatically. Social media would explode. The locker room politics would flare. But most of all, Pearce feared Cody's reaction. Cody won the Rumble, Pearce protested, searching for any argument. He earned the one-on-one. Triple H stood, pacing the room with authority. "I know. And Cody will still have his shot. But we can't ignore momentum. Seth's involvement gives this match depth. He's defended the title against every challenger for over a year. He's been the workhorse. If we don't recognize that, we're not just failing Seth, we're failing the fans." Hunter paused, then turned to face Pearce fully. His next words were a direct order. "Announce it tonight. No delays. No hesitation." Pearce swallowed hard and gave a reluctant nod. "Yes, sir." That night on Raw, Pearce stood centering under a spotlight, microphone in hand. The arena buzzed with speculation, the air electric with curiosity. "Ladies and gentlemen," Pearce began, his voice steady despite the weight of his announcement, "WrestleMania 41 is right around the corner. And as you know, our main event has been set, Cody Rhodes challenging Roman Reigns for the undisputed WWE Universal Championship." Cheers filled the arena, but Pearce held up his hand, signaling he wasn't finished. However, he continued, "After the events of last week, and after discussions with WWE management, it has been decided that this match will now be a triple threat." The crowd erupted in a mix of shock, cheers, and gasps. "Cody Rhodes," Pearce said, letting the tension build, "Roman Reigns. And the World Heavyweight Champion, Seth Rollins." The roof nearly came off the building. As Pearce exited the ring, the camera cut to Cody Rhodes watching from backstage. His expression was a mix of disbelief and determination. Moments later, Roman Reigns appeared on the Tron, flanked by Paul Heyman and a stone-faced Solo Sikoa. Roman's smirk told the entire story, the tribal chief relished the chaos. But it was Seth Rollins who made the first move, storming onto the stage with his title held high. His laughter echoed throughout the arena as the fans sang his theme in unison. He had been waiting for this moment. He knew the match wasn't just about gold, it was about legacy. Backstage, Adam Pearce wiped sweat from his brow as Triple H approached, watching the scene unfold on a monitor. "You did the right thing," Triple H assured him. Pearce gave a thin, weary smile. "I hope the fans agree." "They already do," Hunter replied. "Now let's give them a WrestleMania they'll never forget." As the show went off the air, one thing was certain, WrestleMania 41 had just become bigger, bolder, and more unpredictable than anyone had imagined. The road to WrestleMania had taken a sharp turn, and all eyes were locked on Las Vegas, where legacies would collide, and history would be rewritten.